Building an Active Directory server using AWS EC2 Windows instance. This podcast is brought to you by Business Compass LLC. We are an Amazon Web Services advanced consulting partner. We build and migrate workloads to Amazon Cloud. Our website is businesscompassllc.com. Our phone number is 973-638-2228. Our email address is contact@businesscompassllc.us. A robust and scalable directory service is crucial for managing user access and maintaining security within an organization. One effective solution is setting up an Active Directory AD server using AWS EC2 Windows instances. This podcast will walk you through setting up an Active Directory server on AWS, providing a powerful and flexible service. Why choose AWS EC2 for Active Directory? AWS EC2 offers a scalable and reliable Windows Server and Active Directory environment. With AWS, you can quickly deploy, manage, and scale your AD infrastructure, ensuring high availability and performance. Additionally, AWS provides various tools and services to enhance security and compliance, making it an ideal choice for hosting Active Directory. Prerequisites. Before starting, ensure you have the following: an AWS account, basic understanding of AWS EC2 and VPC, a Windows Server ISO or AMI step-by-step guide. Step 1. Launch an EC2 Windows instance. Log into the AWS Management Console and navigate to the EC2 dashboard. Click Launch Instance, and choose a Windows Server AMI. Select the instance type that suits your needs. Configure instance details, ensuring the instance is placed in the appropriate VPC and subnet. Enable auto-assign public IP if you want remote access via the Internet. Add storage as required. Configure security group to allow necessary traffic, for example, RDP on port 3389. Review and launch the instance. Ensure you download the key pair for RDP access. Step 2. Configure Windows Server for Active Directory. Connect to your EC2 instance using RDP. Use the critical pair downloaded during the instance launch to decrypt the administrator password. Open Server Manager and add the Active Directory Domain Services role. Follow the wizard steps to promote the server to a domain controller. Choose, add a new forest and provide a domain name, for example, example.com. Complete the configuration, including setting up DNS and providing a Directory Services Restore Mode, DSRM, password. Restart the server to apply the changes. Step 3. Change DHCP options set to use Active Directory. You must modify the DHCP options to ensure all instances within your VPC use the Active Directory DNS. Navigate to the VPC dashboard in the AWS Management Console. Select DHCP option sets from the navigation pane. Create a new DHCP option set by clicking Create DHCP option set. Configure the DHCP option set with the following details: domain name, the domain name of your Active Directory, for example, example.com. Domain name servers, the private IP addresses of your AD DNS servers, the IP of your AD EC2 instance. Save the DHCP option set and note the ID. Associate the DHCP option set with your VPC. Go to the VPC dashboard and select your VPC. Click on Actions and then Edit DHCP option set. Select the newly created DHCP option set and save. Pros and cons: AWS EC2 versus AWS Managed Active Directory. When deciding between using an EC2 instance to install Active Directory and AWS Managed Active Directory, consider the following pros and cons. Using AWS EC2. Pros: customization, full control over the server configuration, software and policies. Flexibility, ability to install and configure additional software and services on the same instance. Cost management, potentially lower costs for small-scale deployments with minimal infrastructure needs. Cons: management overhead, requires manual setup, configuration, and maintenance of the AD infrastructure. Scalability challenges, scaling may require additional instances and more complex configurations. Security responsibility, full responsibility for securing the server and ensuring compliance, using AWS Managed Active Directory. Pros: simplified management. AWS handles the AD infrastructure's deployment, patching, and maintenance. High availability, built-in redundancy and failover mechanisms ensure high availability. Seamless integration, easily integrates with other AWS services and applications. Security and compliance, AWS manages security updates and compliance requirements, reducing the administrative burden. Cons: less customization, limited control over server configuration and installed software. Higher costs, potentially higher costs for small-scale deployments than EC2 instances. Dependence on AWS. Relying on AWS for management and updates may limit flexibility. Conclusion: setting up an Active Directory server on an AWS EC2 Windows instance provides your organization with a scalable and reliable directory service. With AWS's robust infrastructure and security features, you can efficiently manage user access and enhance your overall IT environment. Alternatively, AWS Managed Active Directory offers a solution with less administrative overhead and improves integration with AWS services. Evaluate your organization's needs to choose the best option for your Active Directory deployment. Visit the AWS documentation for more information and detailed steps. Please contact the community or AWS support if you have any questions or need further assistance. Thank you for listening to our podcast. Please share this podcast, visit our website, and follow our social media links.